Hey everyone, Tony here. Hope you're doing well. It is Saturday, May 4th. Hope you're holding strong in this new asset class that is cryptocurrencies. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Also smash the like button. Guys, I've got bullish news to share with you. Let's take a look at the market here. We are seeing a small pullback between 1 to 3% from a 24-hour perspective. Bitcoin is currently at $5,681. Ethereum at just over 162. XRP just over 30 cents. Now, we saw Bitcoin was on a rally, went near 5,800. Certain exchanges like Bitfinex saw 6,100. So it was due for a pullback, right? You can't have a continual run up both in the micro and the macro perspective of this market. So like I said, 1 to 3%. Let's see how things continue. Sometimes on the weekend it's slower. People are not trading and all of that. But keep in mind, people take profits along the way up, and there's traders doing a lot of different things. So let's hope maybe later today or even into tomorrow that we start seeing the continual upward trend. And remember that the market moves up, and then there's corrections, and those things build new support levels, and then it bounces back up. So keep those things in mind. Now, this is, of course, not financial or investment advice, and let's go into this big news that we got here from CCN. So here's the headline: Mysterious crypto whale unveils meteoric Bitcoin price target. Let me give you the details. A mysterious crypto whale set a meteoric Bitcoin price target, and he revealed it in an exclusive interview with CCN. The anonymous Bitcoin whale, known only by his crypto addresses, has accumulated a fortune of more than 7,000 Bitcoin. Crypto holdings are worth $35 million at the time of writing. This guy's lucky. And they're mostly held in this wallet. So they provide the wallet address. And if you go to here, you see like the total received in this wallet is over 8,000 Bitcoin. And it says here the final balance as of today, I guess, is over 6,800. So he's obviously moving. It looks like he just moved something in April. He moved 200 Bitcoin out of the wallet. Wow, guys. I mean, wow, I would love to have this wallet. This would be life-changing. But let's go on here. He let CCN in on some seasoned technical analysis insights that suggest the Bitcoin price is well on its way to eclipsing the $50,000 mark. So his price point is around 50 and over. So let me give you additional details. The Bitcoin giant invested in the world's leading crypto back in the early days. From there, he picked a number of solid investments, Binance and Ethereum among them, growing a substantial fortune. Here's a quote: "I actively invested in Bitcoin back in those years when only in small circles knew about it. Before investing, I conducted a personal analysis of Bitcoin technology. I saw a great prospect for society in him and the financial system as a whole, which had already begun to change. We are still in the beginning, and I see a huge potential in the cryptocurrency market and blockchain technology." Guys, and that's what we've been talking about, right? When you take your feelings and emotions out of this, and you look at the technology, and you look at how the world's changing, where fiat currency is failing, governments are failing, right? Crypto and blockchain technology adds another layer of trust and decentralization, which is going to solve a lot of the problems that we have right now. Blockchain is going to solve a lot of the hacking and issues that we have where people's personal information and data is being released. Crypto is going to help the unbanked. It's going to help us to not have to go through all these banks and high fees and so forth. And now there's a debate within the crypto market of which crypto, but that's not what I'm talking about here. I'm talking about the entire movement, right? Where crypto is a solution to a lot of the world's problems, and blockchain technology as well. So despite maintaining a positive outlook, the investor states that not everybody will survive the crypto winter, indicating that it may not yet be over in his eyes. So there are some who say we could pull back, right? It is a possible scenario, guys. Remember what I always say, we're not dealing with certainties here. We're dealing with probabilities. Now, my personal opinion, the likelihood of us, having a hard pullback where Bitcoin goes down to what some people like Tone Vase would say 1,300, I don't think that's going to happen. If we do have a pullback, I think we go to the 4,000. I could be wrong, but once again, I'm looking at the probabilities here. So 50,000 Bitcoin price waits on the horizon. While macroeconomic predictions should always be taken with a pinch of salt, the people who have made millions trading are perhaps the ones to ask. And the this crypto investor had a lot to say on the future price action. He says, I think we will see 50,000 Bitcoin in the next 3 to 5 years. So I think that's a realistic outlook, right? Next year, we could cross over, let's say the bull run starts like next year around the Bitcoin halving timeline or time point. We could see maybe a $30,000 Bitcoin, right? Or even just a $25,000. Well, it's hard to predict these things, but I think with the big players getting into place and the mass marketing that's going to go to mainstream and the FOMO is going to come in, I think realistically we could see over $50,000 Bitcoin. Now, notice what he said, in the next 3 to 5 years. This is why I always preach patience is so important. I think a lot of people read articles or they hear like people made money off crypto. They come into the market 6 to 8 months later. Why am I not a millionaire? Why isn't the price going up? And they don't understand market cycles because they probably not been been in type of investments before. Remember that real estate market, stocks, precious metals, all these things move in cycles, and you can't have a continual bull run all the time, right? So these things are important to keep in mind. These principles, they apply here big time. And the Bitcoin investor is not fully convinced that we have re-entered the bull market. This has been my sentiment, that I don't believe we are in a bull market. There's some shouting saying, yeah, we're in a bull market. I think we're still in that phase of transitioning from a bear to bull, guys. Here's what he said. I believe that we are either already seeing a bull market return. If not, we'll see it in the coming months. One key indicator is the increase in exchange and OTC trading. OTC is over the counter, where the big money players can go directly to an exchange or to a mining company and buy crypto directly, and it's only shown on the blockchain, not the exchanges. And that's what's been happening, guys. We saw the stats from Circle and Cumberland and others that their volume in OTC has increased significantly. So Bitcoin consolidation above the 200-day moving average and approximation of a halving are also bullish. So we saw a Bitcoin golden cross, Bitcoin halving coming up next year, where the block rewards will be reduced. It's going to be harder to mine Bitcoin, so the scarcity will increase, guys. So I'm in agreement with most of the sentiments here from this person. And man, when I look at this, wow, oh man, I wish I had this wallet. But you know what? I do have an opportunity versus, maybe 90-something% of the world's population. We are the early adopters, the pioneers, the hodlers, and I'm slowly accumulating, not financial or investment advice, of course. Only invest what you're willing to lose, because there's nothing that's 100% guaranteed. Now, crypto may be 90%, probability that you can make a really great profit, but nothing, not even stocks, gold, whatever, real estate is 100, because there's many variables. You never know what could happen, right? Now, like I said, it could be 90% more probable that you make profits here, but you can't say with 100% guarantee for any market that, like, you can't say like we're predicting the lottery numbers or something like that, right, guys? So perspective is very important. For those of you who are new to the market, there's been bull runs, some small, some big in the past, but when you look at where we've came from, guys, we are up significantly from the start of when Bitcoin was originated. That goes for Ethereum, XRP, and others. And that's where patience is so important. Just imagine the people who bought in 2014. They got Bitcoin at like $300 or whatever. If they got impatient and dumped at 400, right, in 2016 or maybe early 2017, they would have missed this. So patience is so important. I hope you guys see this holistically. Now, we saw Grayscale Investments, huge crypto investment firm, launch a campaign talking about drop gold. It's saying, hey guys, gold is the outdated store of value. Use Bitcoin because you can use it, you can send it, without having to mail a bar of gold or something, right? And you can carry with you almost anywhere if you have a hardware wallet and things along that line. I think you guys get the idea. The utility is much better. Now, I'm not poo-pooing on gold. Gold still has its value and still has a purpose. But is Bitcoin a better store of value? I believe so, given the digital world that we live in. And that's essentially what the campaign from Grayscale is saying. And what we're seeing, though, the World Gold Council took notice and they started tweeting stuff like cryptocurrencies are no replacement for gold. Read more from our manager on investment research. Someone's scared. Someone's getting nervous. The fact that they acknowledge this, and it's not like this is some massive, huge campaign where they're running TV ads nonstop and, like it's a huge billboard in New York or something. They just started with some like a website, an online ad and so forth. But They are worried, guys, because the money is funneling. We saw Fidelity's survey talking about institutional investors saying, yes, we like 40%, 47% of them have digital assets in their portfolio. They expect that to increase in 5 years. Guys, the writing's on the wall, and even the World Gold Council, right? They actually acknowledging this as a threat because they put out a rebuttal, right? If something is so insignificant, you'd like, oh, whatever, who cares, right? But it is not insignificant. It's a threat to gold and precious metal investments, guys. The future is bright for crypto. Now, moving ahead, David Gottstein, I hope I pronounced his name correctly, crypto influencer, his profile here says entrepreneur, motivator, contributing writer, and member of Forbes Finance, founder of Gottstein.com, which is a magazine where he talks about, certain things with digital assets and crypto and so forth. Well, I agree with his tweet. That's why I'm sharing this with you, because it absolutely makes logical sense. Here he said, some people really think that XRP can't hit $10. If people are calling for this bull run, the next one, obviously, to be 3 times what it was in 2017, then that should be an easy number to hit. And that's like, duh, right? Like, and you still have haters and futzsters who go around saying, oh, XRP is going to zero. And they've been saying that since its inception, when it was below a penny, and we saw it go up to 30 cents and 20 cents. Then we saw in the last bull run, and this was without XRapid being launched. XRapid being the tool that leverages XRP, and we saw without R3's core to settler using XRP, which just talks of relationships with banks, right? But now we have a whole bunch of banks onboarded. We have XRapid Live. We have R3 going to use XRP. We have XRP being utilized in micropayments, and a lot has changed since the last bull run. A lot of adoption and building, right? And it went to $3.80, guys. $3.80, which is amazing. And the fudsters are gonna continue their hate, and you guys may see they're scared. Trust me when I tell you the amount of work and things that are happening behind XRP. A lot of these trolls and people who are probably Bitcoin maximalists are creating fake accounts on YouTube, coming in, commenting, or even on Twitter. So be aware of that. Don't fall for it, because I've been in this market since late 2016. I've seen a lot come and go. And at one point when I was holding, they were like, "Oh, it would never hit 20 cents. Oh, it will never hit 50s. Oh, it would never hit $1." Right? And they were all wrong, of course. And obviously, if you look at this chart all time, we are up significantly. Higher highs, but also higher lows. And keep in mind, markets move in cycles. You can't have a continual run up, right? So I made some money off of XRP in the last bull run. Not much, because I wish I had bought more. But in the bear market, guys, I accumulated much more for sure, using some of the profits I made to accumulate more. So patience is the key, and a lot of building is happening. An example of this, and I just saw this today. So EvonSys, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, which is it says here, we design, build, and execute digital business transformation strategy on time and on budget. So they are like a software solutions company. They say our solutions help companies in banking, insurance, government, healthcare, and so forth. And look what they have on their website. Talk about adoption, guys. EvonSys offers a new way to integrate with Ripple XRP. This is big. Here's the points that they highlight here. Ripple, a payments network built on blockchain technology, presents a compelling long-term value proposition for all financial institutions seeking a global reach. Together, Ripple and XRP minimizes settlement risk and also eliminates the need for banks to collateralize nostro accounts around the world, which results in lower total cost of settlement than ever before. This is why I'm so bullish on XRP. But I'm also, I diversify. I believe Bitcoin will be a winner. I believe Ethereum is going to be a big winner. I'm telling you guys, there's so much going on with Ethereum. But XRP is the biggest part of my portfolio because the facts are in our face here. It's solving a real world problem, and they're partnering with so many institutions around the globe, big banks, American Express, MoneyGram, Western Union, all these folks, right? If this was happening for Bitcoin would already be at probably $50,000. But that's what's going on with the market because we're very young. There's a lot of FUD being spread. A lot of people thinking of it, they're not thinking from a business standpoint. A lot of them are looking for quick wins and how to make money. But patience is the game here, and there's a lot of building happening, and we've seen the price of XRP rise over time. It will continue to rise, and remember how young it is compared to Bitcoin. Bitcoin's been around since 2009. XRP is since like late 2013 to 2014. So Bitcoin has a head start. These little facts and items you need to keep in mind. It's very important because FUD's going to come. There's going to be pullbacks in the market, but when you have a perspective of where we came from and where we're going and what's being built, and you look at the facts, you will see what's to come, guys, the potential. So they continue to talk about XRP here and a lot of great things. So this is amazing. So many great things being built around XRP, and Ripple's leading that, but not only them, SBI Holdings, R3 as well. So guys, future is bright, and I'm glad I'm here early. Count yourselves lucky you're here early, guys. But what do you think with this crypto whale? Do you think we could see $50,000 within, he said 3 to 5 years? I certainly think so. If we easily hit $20,000 off of just FOMO, not actual building and so forth, right? Now the financial instruments are being built, so easily we can, I think, surpass $50,000. What do you guys think? Leave your thoughts and comments below. Thumbs up if you like this video. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook and Twitter. Thank you to my Patreon supporters, and I'll talk to you guys later.